Hey there guys, hey, we're heading into the heat of the summer. My name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. I bring these mortgage videos to you each week so we can cover what's going on in the market. We've got a fairly big one today, so I want to jump right in to the rate sheet as I often do. Once again, things haven't changed. Rates are fantastic. If anything, under certain programs, it's edged down just slightly. So print that up. You can get it on my website, www.mikemunzing.com. Take this with you. It's on one of the buttons down the left. It says rate sheet. That way you know where we are with the rates, what's going on with that, so you can tell those buyers what the rate's going to be. You can figure out the payment and really help them figure out what is best for them to afford. Whether it's a condo, single family home, I'm here for you to help you get them qualified as well. There's one thing about these buyers. They think they know what they can afford, but can they really qualify for that? And that is most important for you to get to quickly. As I have done for nearly 3 years, every month I look at the foreclosure report for the month before. This is just to let you know what's going on for those homeowners that are underwater and the properties that may be coming back on the market. Lord knows we need more properties for our buyers right now. Print up the report. This is on my website. It's the foreclosure report. Click on that. I'll have the new one, this one uploaded, and it's got page after page of details. It covers the state level versus the overall market and then on into Orange County. Huge changes have happened in just the last few days. I want to cover Sean O'Toole's comments on that. Now, Sean is the CEO and founder of Foreclosure Radar, and he does the most detailed reporting and studying on what's going on with the foreclosures and the process, but this is crucial. I'm going to read this. This is Sean's comments from just a few days ago. He goes on to say that California Governor Jerry Brown has signed into law the Homeowner Bill of Rights, an anti-foreclosure package which naively thinks that slowing foreclosures will benefit homeowners and the economy by leaving those owners stuck in a prison of debt. This is not going to be good for the homeowners, not going to be good for the borrowers out there. Sean goes on to say, we've long said that negative equity, not foreclosures, are the problem, and this bill does nothing to truly help the underwater homeowners. Fortunately, this bill was watered down significantly from its original form, so we don't expect it to have the same impact that we've seen from the more aggressive legislation in Nevada. The most ironic part of this bill passage is that foreclosures have already plummeted and that the housing crisis is the lack of homes available for sale right now. We all see that, we talk about that. Next spring, we expect that there will be half as many REOs available in California as there are today, which will significantly impact overall home sales and hurting home buyers, investors, real estate related services, and the economy overall. If we don't get these underwater homes back on the market, get these folks out from under those homes, they're right now in a prison. They've got negative equity. Yeah, it sounds wonderful to leave them in the homes, but when they're underwater and they know it, it is a strain that many of you do believe, probably you're in that situation, but it is a stress and a strain that many cannot even conceive of. And when you take away their opportunity to get out from under that, that makes it very difficult. Let's go on to see what the actual numbers are in this report. Okay, for the month of June, the notice of defaults in California as a whole are at 20,293 properties, pretty much exactly level. It's actually minus 0.93, minus about 1%. The notice of trustee sales, which is that second step when you let the homeowner know when your home's going up for sale, that is at 16,099 homes. That's down 5.61%. Now, once those properties actually go to the steps of the courthouse, a couple of things can happen. First, it can be canceled. There can be a cancellation. And in California, we've seen 10,105 properties canceled. That's 20.8% increase over last month. Next, it can go back to the bank. Once it actually goes to sale, there are no bidders on that property, or they cannot come to a bid. It goes back to the bank. That's at 4,073 properties, and that is down 10.4% from last month. And finally, investor comes in, buys the homes on the steps of the courthouse, and that is at 2,957 homes, and that is down 17.12% in California for the month of June. Let's jump now into what's happened here in Orange County. Specifically, the numbers are obviously smaller just for our county, but that's where we work, so it's important to see what's going on with that. Notice of defaults, the first step, are at 1,155 properties, and that is down 9.62% from last month. The next step, the notice of trustee sale, is at 851 properties up here on the chart, and that is down 17.86%. But once it goes for sale, the properties that have been canceled are at 951 properties here in Orange County. That number's been growing quite a bit, but that's up another 23.19% from last month. Finally, the properties that go back to the bank are 151 properties, and that is up just 2.72%. And finally, the properties that were sold to our investors, that's 187 properties last month, and that is down just under 11% for the month. It will be interesting to see what is going to happen to all of the foreclosures in the coming months with this new bill signed into law by Governor Brown. And then what's going to happen once they kill off the foreclosures and what the government's going to try and do. This is a scary time. This is somewhat frightening as to what the government's going to do, because this was the recourse for the banks. Foreclosures were the recourse for the banks to get paid back when folks aren't making their mortgage payments. What's going to happen when folks quit making their mortgage payments? The banks have no recourse. What are they going to do as far as offering mortgages to our new buyers? If you don't have any way out, I shiver to think what's going to happen when they can't do that. It could destroy our market, it could destroy real estate, and it really could destroy the mortgage industry as a whole if there is no recourse. Something to be very, very afraid of. Now, speaking of real estate, realtors, lenders, for me, I've been in real estate for 28 years. Thank you when you say I don't look like it, but it has been 28 years since I was 19 years old and got licensed. Our industry has some of the hardest working people I've ever seen. So this week, once it came to light what President Obama had to say last Saturday, you know me, I am a conservative. I am fighting hard to get a new president in who's going to celebrate our hard work, celebrate our freedoms, our liberties. If you're a Democrat, I'm sorry, but let me play this little clip for you, and I'll follow up afterwards.
If you've been successful, you didn't get there on your own. You didn't get there on your own. I'm always struck by people who think, well, it must be because I was just so smart. There are a lot of smart people out there. It must be because I worked harder than everybody else. Let me tell you something. There are a whole bunch of hard-working people out there. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. Somebody helped to create this unbelievable American system that we had that allowed you to thrive. Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. The internet didn't get invented on its own. Government research created the internet, so then all the companies could make money off the internet.
Okay, I know I get a little political. Political correctness is not what I'm here for. It's trying to find out the truth. All of us should be looking for the truth. I know what I've seen in my life, And I know what I've seen you guys do out there, realtors who are hardworking out there, working Saturdays and Sundays and doing things that I as a lender wouldn't even want to do. Sit in these open houses, it's amazing to watch you work, working closely with you on deals night and day and early in the morning and late at night. You're fantastic. I celebrate what you do. I celebrate your individual hard work. You do that, not teachers from when you were a kid. You do that. So when I heard this, it lit up a lot of folks. I've heard a lot of pushback, a lot of people getting kind of crazy about that. It's been an insult. So once again, on that note, I want to celebrate your individual hard work. I know what I do night and day. I'm available 24/7. You can always call me at 949-689-5626. Sorry for getting riled up. I know how hard I work. I know how hard you work. I know how hard our buyers work to earn the money to buy the homes. And it's a beautiful country. It's an amazing country. We should celebrate that. And I want to thank you for your time. Well, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless this amazing country. Let's celebrate this country and let's fight hard for what we believe in. You have a great weekend. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
This is the house we used to live in. This is a place I